Hello and welcome to Unacademy IAS, a one-stop destination for all the English medium civil services aspirants. Today, the Union Cabinet has approved appointment of 8th Pay Commission, and this has come out as a great news for all the central government employees as well as the retired employees who are more than 1 crore in number. In this video, let's try and understand what is the importance of this news. You see, whenever you join as an employee in a private sector company, on annual basis, the company will provide you raise in your salary. There will be appraisal process, certain percentage of the pay package will be revised. But when you join as a government employee, and when I say government employee, I'm referring to the central government employee here, the pay revisions are not done on annual basis. Rather, the center will appoint pay commission. The convention is it will be appointed once every 10 years, and this pay commission will recommend certain changes in the salary packages, certain changes in housing rental allowance, etc. to the central government, and based on these recommendations, the salaries of the government employees are revised. But till then, because I said it is set up once every 10 years, a central government employee salary will remain fixed, but inflation will keep on changing from one year to next year. The prices of the goods and services that are consumed will keep on changing. In order to address this particular problem of the central government employee, the government annually twice in the month of January as well as in the month of July announces the dearness allowance for the current employees and the dearness relief for the retired employees. So the last pay commission, that is the 7th pay commission, was set up when Mr. Manmohan Singh was the Prime Minister back in the year 2014. This commission provided recommendations, and these recommendations came into force from the year 2016. As a result of the recommendations of the commission, which were incorporated by the Government of India, the basic pay, that is the salary of the employees, was revised by a lot. The basic pay, which was earlier around 7,000 rupees, now became 18,000 rupees. And when I say basic pay here, this, mind you, is the lowest level salary for a government employee. And the highest salary that was given, I hope you know this, it is given for a cabinet secretary, was increased to 2.5 lakh rupees. But this announcement was made by the government back in the year 2016. And mind you, whatever are the recommendations given by the pay commission, there is no mandate on the Government of India to follow this. It is entirely the central government decision to either accept it in the same form or modify it according to their requirement. So very recently, there was a lot of discussion because the last pay commission, like I said, was set up in 2014. And I said the convention is, it is also set up once every 10 years. So the central government employees started expecting that in the year 2024 itself, the Government of India would announce a new pay commission. That would be the 8th pay commission. But very recently, that is in the year 2024, the government clarified, that is the member of a finance ministry has clarified that there is no plan of the central government as of now to set up the 8th pay commission. And some of you might be thinking, sir, why does the government doesn't do it very early? What is the problem if they do it early? Please remember this. Whenever the recommendations of the pay commission are implemented, it will have a larger financial impact on the central government finances. Based on the recommendations of the 7th pay commission, when the government increased the salaries of the central government employees, the overall expenditure of the central government has increased by more than 1 lakh crore rupees solely because of this increase in the salaries. Now on the 16th of January, that is today, the cabinet has announced that they would be setting up the next pay commission, that is the 8th Central Pay Commission. And the recommendations of this are yet to be provided. Even the members who are supposed to be appointed is yet to be announced. But the argument of the central government is it's been 10 years since the 7th Pay Commission. It's a tenure because the recommendations were implemented from 2016. The tenure will get over in 2026. So by 2026, now the Government of India wants the 8th Pay Commission to recommend changes in the salaries. There are various trade unions which have demanded as to how much should be the change in the salary. But please understand, how much will be the final salary, that will be determined by the central government based on the recommendations of this 8th Pay or 8th Central Pay Commission. Now the important point to make a note of here is, in recent times, there is also one more point of discussion that is happening amongst the central government policy makers. That is, instead of fixing the pay, fixing the salary, why don't we change the policy where the salaries or the payments are done based on the performance of the employees, performance of the government employees, just like it is done in the private sector. There are certain people who are in support of this and there are certain experts who are in opposition of this. But essentially, now the Government of India has announced that 8th Pay Commission will be set up. The 3 members will be appointed in the coming days, and based on the recommendation, the government might revise the salary up to certain level, which will become effective from the year 2026. Now, at the end of the discussion, I just want to ask you one question. According to you, what should be done by the Government of India? Should the Government of India simply change the salaries of the government employees, which is generally taken as a guarantee by the government employees, which is having an impact on the performance? Many of the times, we generally associate the performance or efficiency with the private sector employees, whereas in the context of government employees, we generally associate late implementation, lesser effectiveness. So in that particular regard, please do let me know what is your thought in the comment section as to what should be the new policy of the Government of India. Should they blindly follow the recommendation of Pay Commission and change the salaries of the government employees, or should they implement the performance linked pay, which is one of the very important parameters used in the private sector to make the changes in the salaries of the private sector employees. If you like this initiative, do hit the like button, and if you're yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, kindly do it right now. Thank you. Have a great day.